So a few years back, I made this video on how I like really hate dating apps and shit. And at the time, I was a wee little lad. I was 3 years younger than I am now. And now that I've experienced more of life's wonderful horrors, it's really the only video I have left on this channel that I don't still stand by. So it's inspired me after all this time to come back and make a new video over here and really talk about how I don't think dating apps are the worst thing in the world because they got that reputation. You know, they still have they had this reputation for they've had reputations for years now about like, oh, it's bad and stuff. You're such a stupid chud. You think she'd want you, you fat fucking chud. You think you're good enough? Nah, this is only for Chad to get with Stacy and that fucking shit like that. And I think honestly I drank a bit of the Kool-Aid at the time, and I think maybe this is because I'm like looking back now, like yeah, I was a bit of a bit of a little chud back then, and now that I've kind of grown more into myself, and in that sense, I kind of. I hate the point I'm trying to get to for point number one is that like yeah, you're not gonna pull bitches if you're fucking ugly. I don't know how else to say it. But you know, for some people it is a real thing. It's an insecurity that they have, and that interacting with dating apps can absolutely make worse. Like if your self-esteem is already bad, then getting constantly zero matches is probably gonna make you feel even worse. So I can understand that. But at that point, why don't you just like? It's at that point where you really just have to take a step back and be like, I need to do some self work before I really start to put myself out there on a platform where you're judging books by their covers. And I think previously I would have called that objectification, but like no, we're like biologically ingrained to judge people on how they look first, and then you stay with that person based on if they're not fucking crazy or not after that. You know, hopefully if you're smart, you'd make the right choice and be like, damn, this bitch got nice tits, but like, you know, maybe we should like back off because she is batshit crazy. And, you know, some people are smart enough to look at that situation and be like, yeah, you know, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Some people can't do that. I may or may not be one of those people. I'm a reformed, crazy bitch enjoyer. And Big 26, we are all getting mentally stable bitches this year. Yes, we are. But the apps and shit. I remember a big point I talked about a few years ago was that this shit can be like addictive. And honestly, I'll find myself like doom scrolling Tinder every now and then. Honestly, I deleted Tinder because I wasn't having as good of a time with that one as I was on like Hinge. And I think the different platforms and different ways you interact can also play an effect with it. But a lot of the stuff can be addicting, whether it be just like doom scrolling or using something like Tinder as a like form of validation rather than actually like trying to meet a partner. And like I do it every now and then, which is one of the reasons I stopped using Tinder, because I could tell it was like bad for me. Like you'll and anyone else that's ever done this too, you'll know, like you will like solely just like try to match for like the love of the game, no intentions of even like hooking up, pumping and dumping some bitch. No, I just want the validation, which that's not good. That's not good. That's not what we have these things for. I mean, granted, Tinder is an absolute fucking cesspool. You know what? This video is just fuck Tinder. All the other ones are chill and shit, but fuck Tinder, man. No, using it as like a form of validation or in like getting self-worth out of just matching with people, that's a problem. And it's still something that like if you're conscious of your situation and what you're doing, then like yeah, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Don't do that. Don't just like, and I guess this is kind of me trying to tell people how to live their lives, which is everything I've done on this channel. Listen to me. I would know because I'm stupid and I've learned things the hard way now, especially even since whenever the last upload was over here. God, have I learned some shit. But just try to stick to the intended purpose as much as possible, and you'll stop yourself from falling down that rabbit hole of like, I want validation. Now, the actual hookup aspect of it. Something I was thinking about earlier, because I was watching the Turkey Tom documentary on clavicular, What is clavicular's body count? That's gotta be a fucking crazy number. Something else I find funny. This is total sidetrack. All you need to do is incline bench like 120, and you can strength mod clavicular. Like I got this friend who weighs 120, but he can incline bench his body weight. And he can do the 120, and I'm like, congratulations, you just strength mogged clavicular. How does that make you feel? It's like, honestly, I don't feel anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure he doesn't either when he's like seizing up because of the fucking meth. Holy shit. That's crazy. I totally forgot what I was talking about before this. Oh yeah, actually hooking up. Something I've definitely noticed as like an actual society more versus 3 years when I made my first dating app video is that we're finally back to slut shaming people, which is so fucking cool. It is so cool. You know what? I don't even want to pretend like I can even like go along with any of this shit. Some of these bitches and some of these guys need to be fucking slut shamed. When I'm saying bitches here, I am being gender inclusive. You're all bitches in my eyes. We need to start. Actually, no, we don't need to start slut shaming bitches more. We're already doing a good enough job at it. Fucking good. There is such a, I think, because I spend so much time on Instagram Reels, which is probably worse for the brain than porn is, but I fucking love Instagram Reels. There's such a low tolerance for people hoeing themselves out nowadays, which is so nice. It's so nice, but it is still a problem, especially on dating apps, and it's not good for you. A lot of those points I made back then still stand. If you haven't seen that first video, I would recommend watching it. It's a good watch, but a lot of the takes I had were a little too black and white, and that's really what the whole point of this video is, to not be as like black and white. You know, at the end of the day, and we're gonna loop back around to this point later, dating apps are tools, right? They are tools for you to try and meet your partner, and that partner hopefully will be a life partner. You know. I guess situations can exist, and one of the situations I'm dealing with right now is that now that I'm in college and I'm about to be going to a different college that's like away from my home, well, what do I do with finding a partner? I mean, like, and the conclusion I've come to is that you know, if I meet someone away from home and we really love each other that much, we're gonna find a way to make it work. You know, love finds a way. It's cheesy, but like, the older I've gotten, the more that I've realized that is the truth. And some of these cheesy things we're told as kids really hold strong, like, to this day. And it's those things you need to hold to even more, you know? Otherwise, you're just some slut on Tinder whoring yourself out. Is whore appropriate for YouTube? Am I going to get, like, struck? I don't care. But yeah, no, those fucking freaks, we still have problems with them. Don't end up like them. It's dangerous for you physically. It's bad for you emotionally. There's tons of studies done on why you should not be like getting a body count above like I'm gonna say above 10, which some people might even say is fucking crazy. But like I'm pretty sure it's like 5 and up, and your like chances for divorce and like satisfaction later in a marriage drop dramatically. Like, it's already bad enough as it is, and then you're just going around and you're hearing some of these bitches are in, like, the 50s, and some of these, once again, bitches is gender neutral, and some of these guys and girls are, they're in, like, the 50s and shit. You're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, how do you even feel anything? Like, I've had, like, 2.5, 3 real relationships in my lifetime, and I just got out of one, like, 4 months ago, right? And I'm looking on Hinge, and I'm just like, I don't have the fucking energy to deal with trying to respond to this. Is a real scenario. I like 2 days ago I woke up and I saw that I had like 7 unresponded to messages on Hinge. I'm like, all right, I'm going to force myself to finally respond. I'm gonna get it done because I'd been waiting for like 2 days. I'm just like, fuck, man, I don't want to deal with this, which is some real self-evaluation shit. Like, okay, are you really ready to be looking for a relationship if you're like so unwilling to respond when you actually like have messages to respond to? And then I talked to a friend, he's like, yeah, I get the same way. You kind of just gotta fuck it, we ball through that. Just like express yourself, don't think too hard. And like, shit, yeah, maybe I'm just thinking too hard. Where the fuck was I going with this? I think I was wrapping up my point on don't be a hoe. Yeah, that goes for everyone. Like, do your own homework, go watch the other video. I know I put the statistics in there, those are still accurate to this day. It's not good for you, don't do it. And also, it's just kind of gross, you know? Like, you're gonna be, like, married one day with a partner. Do you really want, like, you're gonna have to tell your partner at some point, like, I have a body count of 50. Do you want to be that person? Or do you want to be the person that's like, I lived my life not trying to hoe myself out because I knew one day I would meet someone that makes me really happy and I wanted to be the best I could for them. And that's what you want to say. Because even if it doesn't feel like it now, and you're just like, I'm gonna go be a young hoe. I'm gonna go be a young hoe. That's what I want to do. I am Sexy Red's strongest young hoe. You're not gonna want that long term. And it's a bet I'd be willing to put everything on. You're not gonna want to be the young hoe forever. Now, because someone told me that they wanted me to like rank or compare dating apps, I'll do that for a little bit. My favorite's Hinge. I've really Hinge and I have had the relationship of all time, but it's relatively positive lately. Hinge is still owned by Match Group, and Match Group's fucking evil, but you know, what else are we gonna do, you know? And honestly, I think it's the best because of the way it's still designed. Like, yeah, they've definitely changed a little bit over time to be a little more hookup-y. They're trying to replicate Tinder a little bit. Personally, I don't even think Hinge should, like, include options for looking for short-term relationships. Like, it's the app that's designed to be deleted, fucking shit like that. And then they, like, allow for looking for short-term relationships. Like, Match got, like, 6 other apps for that shit. Can we have one that's not dedicated to that? Nope. Okay, I guess not. But filter that out and you'll be fine. It's the one I've definitely liked the most. It's the one little story that got me to take the Hinge pill and believe that, you know, maybe it's not, like, the worst thing in the world. I've got a friend who, they didn't date for a while, and then they downloaded Hinge. And, like, the first person they matched with, they now have a romantic partner they've been with for quite a little bit of time now, just off the first person. And I'm just like, damn, you know what? I never thought that success stories like that could be a thing, you know? I had such a doomer-pilled mindset on it, and for good fucking reason. I thought dating apps were evil for the longest time until I opened myself up and thought, you know, this is just a tool. But I really like Hinge. I've had good conversations with people. I've had one date on Hinge. It didn't end up working out, but I'm talking to someone else right now that's going pretty well. I'd recommend that one as a safe one. Another one this might be a crazy fucking pick here. Duet. It's the fucking one that's always advertised on TikTok. I don't hate it. I think they're just the new guys on the block. Like, what do you know about it besides that it's the one that's advertised on TikTok a lot? Like, probably nothing. It's pretty similar to... It functions a lot like, or the UI is a lot like Tinder, but it functions a lot more like Hinge. Like, they really will try to, like, tailor people towards what your interests are, and I've definitely seen that reflected in the people that I match with and the conversations I've had. So I would recommend trying that one out. Tinder, it exists, but, like, you know, Tinder, you gotta be really fucking hot for Tinder. And I think I'm a lot more attractive now than I was when I was, like, in 2023 making the first one. I've definitely grown into myself quite a bit more. But I don't think I still got that dog in me. Like, some of these people, like, holy shit. Like, no homo. Some of these guys are fucking hot. Like, goddamn. I can't fucking compete. Like, I gotta be a fucking silly little guy if I want to have a shot competing there. Holy fart, man. But, I mean, Tinder is, like, it's forever going to be the hookup app, you know? I don't like it. You know, some people try to, like, take it seriously. I can't see Tinder ever being taken seriously with how many people just use it for quick sex. I would recommend staying away. If you're genuinely trying to do something serious, go the Hinge route. Try out Duet. Those are the only two I use anymore. I tried some of the really, like, nicher ones, and yeah, not good at all. But overall, the moral of the story here is that these things that we can think are, like, the devil might not actually be that bad. Sometimes they're just tools that are often put into the wrong people's hands. Like, I've known people that have used these apps to be, like, absolute fucking menaces, complete huzz, shit like that, and that's not cool. But it's a tool at the end of the day, and a tool Like any other tool, you could use a shovel to beat someone to a bloody pulp, or you can dig a hole. And you know, we all like digging holes, right? We all have autism. We love fucking digging shit. And it's just like that. If you use the tool with good intent, if you come at it pure of heart, it's just like smoking cigarettes. If you go at it with a pure heart, nothing will ever happen to you. No, just live your life with good intent. Use these tools with good intent. It might drive you a little fucking insane because hypergamy is absolutely still... Hypergamy's a fucking thing. I didn't believe in that one either. I might do a video on that one later on, too. That's another take I might want to redo. It's real to an extent. I don't want to, like, seem like a total fucking, like, black pill fucking loser saying it. It is a thing, but, not to the black pill ideology of it. But I think I would like to talk about that one again, too. If it's hurting you, get off of it. Like, you don't have to stay on it with, like, the, like, fleeting hope that maybe your fat, ugly chud self will finally find chudette. What's the fucking female Wojak chud shit? I don't fucking know. I go outside too much to know the names of all of them anymore. Fuck my fat fucking chud life. You'll find your foid one day. Your chud self will find your foid. You'll be her chud, she'll be your foid. Maybe it doesn't happen immediately. Maybe you have to, like, get off fucking Reddit, get off 4chan for a little bit. Go walk a mile every day until you're not a fat fucking chud. If you don't look good, you can't expect the bad bitches to be thinking like, oh my god, you know what I want? I want this 250 pound, like 40% body fat fucking chud. I need him right now. I need chud. Where is he? I need him now. It's not gonna happen, you know? If you're trying to compete in a playing field where the first thing people judge you on is looks, you're gonna get hurt. If you're fucking ugly, that is. So maybe work on that first, and maybe along the way you'll learn something about yourself. You'll discover how to not get entangled with mentally ill bitches, which will help you later on the road of finding your void. So yeah, I think that's it. Bye bye.